ಆಯ್ತು. So every day I start with my day 5:45 or 6 a.m. guys. Okay, paint. Are able to see my screen, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, guys. Now you understood, right? Now you understood. So what this is? This is a AWS. This is a AWS. So how many ways to connect the? So how many ways to connect the connect the AWS, guys? How many ways we connect the AWS? Guys, how many ways? So so
Two ways, sir.
so sorry.
Two ways, two ways.
Yeah. So one is
GUI and command line. Console.
console. AWS console. AWS console. So AWS
Console.
CLI. AWS CLI and AWS console. So you can create any service. You can create any service. You can create any service. Any service with we can with manually, and you can create the services, any services with automation like IAC tool, right? So IAC tool is a DevOps tool. So in AWS, so AWS IAC, so AWS also creates their own IAC tools. What is that, guys? AWS also created their own IAC tool. IAC tool. What that is, guys? Guys, AWS also created their own IAC tool. What that is?
Cloud formation.
So, yes, cloud formation template. So the name called it as a CFT. What is that, guys? CFT. But so we are not using the CFT. So it is very easy, guys. If you know the Terraform, it is very easy to understand the CFT also, cloud formation template also. So we can use the cloud formation template and we can build the infra. So you can connect the AWS CLI. So task, guys. Task. So this is a real time, guys. You guys can do it. Task one. So so connect our AWS with the CLI and verify the, so how many instances are running. So how many instances are running, and how to stop the instance, how to stop the instance, and how to start the instance, how to start the instance. Guys, understood? Connect our AWS CLI and verify the how many instances are running, how to stop the instances, how to start the instances. Guys, so this is the task. You guys can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I will ask you guys, everyone should complete this task before the class. Otherwise, there is no class tomorrow. If you are not done, there is no class tomorrow, guys. Because of yesterday, day before yesterday, I started the. So 1 second, guys. Yesterday and day before yesterday, I started the Terraform, but you guys are not installed the Terraform, right? guys. So please complete this task. Is it already, we already connected AWS CLI, right? Through a access key and secret key through Terraform. But so how we can connect directly through command prompt? How we can connect the AWS CLI? You can search it on the Google or YouTube, whatever it may be, guys. But I need to complete this task. Okay, understood. This is also a real-time task, guys. This is also a real-time task. Please complete it, guys. Okay, understood? Guys are understood or not? Guys, speak out, guys.
Yes, understood.
Okay, yeah. So what are the services we launched through console, guys? What are the services?
EC2,
EC2 service. In the EC2 service, so we
created
launched the
IaaS,
instance and
created
created the volumes and attached or created attached to instance, attached to the instance. This is the one step we did, right? And second one also we launched the another service also, guys. What is that?
IAM,
IAM. So IAM, so created the users and groups, policies and roles. You guys can try, you guys can try a same. So you did manually these IAM and EC2, right? So I want to do it through, code. I want to do it through code. Something this is how you did manually, right, guys? Manually. So I want to do it same through code. Through code or something like through Terraform. I want to do it same. I want to do it same. I want to do it same through code, guys. So whatever we did in in manually, we need to do it. We need to do it in the IAM. We need to do it through Terraform. We need to do it through Terraform. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or not?
yes,
Yeah. So yesterday I gave a one task to you guys, right? One task, right? So what is that, guys? So what is the task, guys? In the Terraform, the Terraform file. What is that, guys? Terraform file. Terraform file. In the Terraform file. So what are the blocks we added? So we added the provider block. We added the provider block. Then resource block. So how many resource block we added? We added two resource blocks, right? So one resource block is for the EC2 EC2 instance. The name call it as a web. The second EC2 instance call it as a web 2, right? Web 2. This is my Terraform file. So what this is, guys? This is my Terraform file. So this is my Terraform file, provider block, resource block, and a resource block. So we created two instances. So two instances. I want to destroy. I want to destroy. So how many instances we launched? So we launched the two instances. So we launched the two instances in the AWS. So we launched two instances in the AWS. Guys, understood or not? Launched the two.
Instance.
Yeah, we launched the two instances in the AWS. The name call it as a web 1, web, and a web 1, web 1. So we launched the two instances. The this is the startup company. So we verified it the both the app servers. These are the two app servers. These are the two app server. This is app server, and so this is also app server. So we verified it, and we deployed application in the two app servers. It's a load balancing, but the the traffic is something like coming only so below 10,000. One server is sufficient, so I don't want the other servers. I want to terminate. I want to terminate this server. How we can do it? I want to excuse me, guys. I want to terminate the server. If you use the Terraform destroy, so this is the Terraform file. If you use the Terraform destroy, everything will be destroyed. Something like a web one, web and web, something like a web two, right? This is web two. Sorry guys. This is web two. So web two, everything will be destroyed. Everything will be terminated. I don't want to destroy. I don't want to destroy both. I want to destroy only one instance. That's it. That is the task, right, guys? Yes or no? Right, guys? I want to I want to destroy a one instances. I want to destroy a one instances. How we can do it, guys? Yeah. So if you run the Terraform destroy, if you run the Terraform destroy, if you run the Terraform destroy command, it will destroy, it will terminate, it will terminate the both the instances, right? It will terminate both the instances, but we don't want to terminate both the instances. We want to terminate only web 2 instances. We want to terminate only web 2 instances. How we can do it? How we can do it?
Bro,
Yeah.
we can do that by Terraform district ISAN target, which we are going to destroy now. We
Mm,
can target the code instance
okay.
particular.
Yes, very good. So are you seeing that PPT?
No, bro. I researched some more about the topic yesterday
Mm,
online.
very good. Very good. Yeah. So that is the option is called it as a target. Target. So what is the option called? Option is called, guys, target.
Target.
Target. The option is target. Hyphen target. I want to target target someone to destroy. I want to target someone to destroy it. To destroy it. Yeah, guys, I gave two tasks. One is a task one. Task one is something like a AWS CLI connection, and task two is nothing but a you can you can launch the instances, create the volumes, attach the volumes, IaaS creation, everything will be done through the Terraform. So guys, you guys can practice well. So DevOps started, guys. So everyone are using a Terraform in the DevOps, guys. In the DevOps role, everyone is using Terraform to build the infra. Okay. So yeah, from now onwards, you guys can concentrate more. Can concentrate more, guys. So AWS DevOps tools are started. DevOps tools are started. So you guys can practice more and more. Okay. Yeah, guys. So what is that? Target hyphen target. So it will destroy hyphen target. It will destroy, guys. Is it there in the documents or WS? Yeah. So this is our first server, something like my first EC2.tf. So once you run the Terraform, create a new instance under in the AWS. In AWS, EC2 is running. So Terraform informs to the Ansible. So install and configure the applications. Supports multiple platforms, has hundreds of providers, simple configuration language and faster learning curve, easy to integration with the configuration management tools like Ansible, easily extensible with the help of plugins. Installing Terraform. You already knows how to install the Terraform, right? Setuping the lab. Yeah. So we have a AWS account. Begin the course. First EC2 is with the Terraform. So launching first EC2 via Terraform. If you want to launch the resources in AWS, there are three important considerations. How will you authenticate with the AWS? Through secret key and access key. Which region the resource need to be launched? Yeah, so region. Which resource? So AWS instance, AWS underscore instance, S3 bucket, Route 53, or IAM, whatever the guys. The resource called is service is called it as a resource. Okay, so you already knows, right? So important language. Each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. Each provider has resources. Each provider has resources divided into multiple categories. Resources require certain set of arguments based on the use cases. Resources require set of arguments based on the use cases. Used on the use cases. So what is a provider? So what is a resource? Providers. Terraform supports multiple providers. Terraform supports multiple providers depending on what type of infrastructure we want to launch. Depending on what type of infrastructure we want to launch. So we have to use appropriate provider accordingly. We have to use appropriate. So Terraform supports multiple providers depending upon what type of infrastructure we want to launch. We have to use the appropriate providers accordingly. So what are the providers, guys? What are the providers? Cloud providers: AWS, Azure, Cloud Platform, Google GCP, Kubernetes, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, Alibaba, and etc. All are the so initialization phase. Upon adding the provider, it's important to run the Terraform init, which in turn we deploy plugins, guys, associated with the provider. Okay. So these are the services, right? All the services, developer tools, media services, security and compliance, Internet of Things, everything will done through two ways. One is so everything will done through two ways. One is, guys, tell me. One is console way, AWS console way through console AWS console. The other way
Command.
is a command line, guys. The other way is command line. So what is a resource? Resources are the references to the individual services which provider has to offer. Resources are the references to the individual services. A resource is nothing but a service. For example, VPC, CloudFront, Route 53, API Gateway, EC2, IAM, VPC, billing, Direct Connect, Alpha, support. Everything will be. So resource is nothing but a service, guys. So resources are references to the individual services which provider has to offer. Which provider has to offer. AWS underscore instance. This is the what is the this resource, guys? AWS underscore resource. So we are providing the AMI and the instance type. Why we are not providing the all the all the all the attributes? Because of those all are the those all are the optional. So Terraform, so the Terraform they provides a they provides the they provides a required attributes and the optional attributes. So if it is a optional, we will not provide it automatically tackle the optional ones. Optional ones. So resources AWS underscore instance. So what is that resource, guys? Resources is nothing but a services. Resources are the reference to the individual services which the provider has to offer. So AWS underscore instance is the resource. AWS underscore instance is the resource. AWS underscore ALB is the instance resource. Resource IAM underscore user. If you want to create IAM user, what is the resource, guys? What is the resource block we need to provide? Guys, what is the resource we need to provide? Resource AAM underscore user. Resource AWS underscore instance is for instance creation. IAM user creation. Resource AWS underscore IAM underscore user. For ALB creation, AWS underscore ALB. And instance creation, AWS underscore instance. Right, guys? Now you understood? So resources are the references to the individual services. Individual services. Okay. So Terraform destroy. So interesting part in here, guy. So destroying resources is important, not in the production. So if you keep the infrastructure running, you will get charged for it. Say yes or no. If you keep the infrastructure running, EC2 instances are running. So you will get charged for it or not, guys? The real time. Definitely, if you are using any instances, definitely you will get charged. Will get charged. Hence, it is an important for us to also know on how we can delete the infrastructure resources created via Terraform. Hence, it is important for us to also now know on how we can delete the infrastructure, how we can delete the infrastructure resources created via Terraform. Created via Terraform. So approach one. So Terraform destroy allows us to destroy all the resources that are created within the folder. Terraform destroy allows us to destroy all the resources that are created within the folder. So within the folder, right? So within the folder, so we created a desktop. So AWS Terraform code. In the Terraform code, what we created my first EC2. So guys, from now onwards, this is nothing but a stack. What is this, guys? So this is nothing but a stack. For example, for example, so reusability, the code reusability, something like this is the dev stack, this is the QA stack, so this is the production stack. What, guys, from now onwards we will call it as a stack. So dev stack. So dev stack. So stack is nothing but whatever the files, whatever the code and files are there in the folder, right? That is nothing but a stack, guys. Dev stack, QA stack, QA stack, and prod stack. So we can reuse the code, right? So if you write it on the dev's task, if you write it on the dev stack, right, guys? If you so this is your code, guys. For example, this is your code. So this is your code. What you do, guys? You write it in the dev stack. You can reuse the same code to the QA stack, and you can reuse the code to the prod stack with the minimal changes. You can reuse reuse the same stack with minimal minimal changes. With minimal changes. Right, guys? Right, or right, guys? So we can use the same, code. We can use the same code, and we can change we can change with the minimal changes. Something like it is a QA stack. Wherever the dev stack is there, we need to replace the QA stack prod stack. And so for dev, we need a small resources. QA we need a little bit big. Prod we need so much much bigger than the dev and QA. So we need to change the minimal changes. We need to modify the minimal changes. We need to modify the minimal changes. So right, guys. Now you understood the stack. So what it call it as a stacks. The stack a stack. Now I will tell you guys. So we created just my first EC2 dot my first EC2 dot, but the stack contains the Terraform actual Terraform stack contains actual Terraform stack contains. I will write it here. Main dot tf provider dot tf versions dot tf variables dot tf local dot tf data dot tf dns dot tf. So what we did actually, so these all are the versions. This is the Terraform version. This is the provider. Versions means Terraform and provider versions, and provider. Which provider we are using to build the infra, either AWS, Azure, GCP, OCI, whatever it may be, guys. So this is the main. In the main.tf, we need to provide the resources. In the main, we need to provide the resources. Guys, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Yeah. So this is also main.tf. This is also main.tf. Every stack contains these are the files. Why we are using these many files? I will tell you. Guys, speak out. What are the files? Everyone can speak out. Everyone can read it. Guys, tell me. In the stack, how many files are there?
My
Guys, everyone can speak out.
7.
And files.
Main.tf, provider.tf, versions.tf, variables.tf, locals.tf, data.tf, dns.tf. Yeah. So something like so if you create a file with if you create a main file with all the information, it is a it is confusion, right, guys? It is a confusion to difficult to figure out. So if you segregate each and everything, it will be very easy to figure out. It will very easy to figure out, and for the error rectifying or everything will be free. So that's the reason. So we are segregating the modules, and so we are writing it the different file. So it is the very easy to figure out and find out and write it the stack. Main.tf providers versions. What is providers? Provider is a AWS. Version is the Terraform and AWS versions, that versions. So which version we used, guys? Terraform. So 1.75. So what is the provider version? So what is the provider version of the Terraform AWS? So AWS provider version. Terraform registry dot registry dot terraform.io. Right, guys? So registry dot terraform.io. So browse providers. So AWS. So what is the version we are using, guys? We are using for the AWS 5.480.0. This is the version. And Terraform version, use providers. What is the Terraform version, guys? So here you see that. So this is the required provider, a resource. The version is 5.48 and the Terraform is something like 1.7.5. So we need to provide the providers. So this is the provider in the AWS versions, AWS and Terraform versions. We need to provide it variables. If you want to use the variable, something like a resource, provide in the region, we can keep it in the variable. We can call it from a variables, a locals, data.tnf, DNS, everything, security groups, everything. You can create a separate file, segregate file. Guys, now you understood? This is the Terraform stack. This is the Terraform stack, guys. So what you guys can do, you guys can replace with the my first ec2.tf2. Guys, you can replace with the name, rename it. So what is that, guys? Main. What is that, guys? The name, call it as a, you can change it here also. You can change it via console also. You can change it, guys. Now main.tf. The second one, providers providers.tf. The third one, guys, tell me, oceans.tf. Oceans.tf. Next, data.tf.
Variables.txt.
Yes, variables.tf. Where.tf or variable. Variables.tf.
DNS.tf.
DNS.tf. For better understanding purpose, I am using, guys, data.tf, DNS.tf. So now you understood, right? So what are these? So this is our Terraform stack. For example, this is a dev stack. The same way QA stack. The same way production stack. All your infra stack infra will be in one file, one stack. Okay. If you use the Terraform destroy, the entire dev stack will be the entire dev stack will be terminated. Terminated. Be careful while running the Terraform destroy command. Okay, understood, guys? Now you understood the Terraform stack files. The Terraform stack files. Tomorrow will show you how to write it, the providers versions and all these things. I will show you tomorrow. So approach one, you can use the Terraform destroy. If you use the Terraform destroy here, something like open integrated terminal. Yeah, you see in the AWS Terraform. If you use the what it, guys, it is a PowerShell. I don't want to use the PowerShell. I want to use the Git Bash because of I am very comfortable at the Git Bash. Terraform destroy. It will destroy everything. I don't want to destroy everything. I want to destroy a particular resource. I want to destroy a particular resource. How we can do it? This is the approach one. Approach two, Terraform destroy with the hyphen target. So Terraform hyphen target flag allows us to destroy a specific resource. So Terraform destroy hyphen target AWS underscore instance dot my first EC2 or main dot. So in the my first EC2, what is the target? Target is so something like a web2 AWS underscore instance dot web2. So it will destroy only the target one. It will destroy the Terraform destroy with the target. The target option can be used to focus on Terraform attention on only a subset of resources. The combination of a resource type, AWS underscore instance, and the local resource name. And the local resource name. What is the resource type? AWS underscore instance. What is the local resource name? My EC2. AWS underscore instance dot my EC2. AWS underscore instance dot my EC2. For our purpose, web2, web1, right? So web2, web1. Guys, now we understood? So how we have a two approaches. Which approach we are using, guys? We are using the which approach? The second approach we are using to destroy the resources in the stack. Resources in the stack. So Terraform state file and the configuration stacks will show it on the tomorrow, guys. Will show you on the tomorrow. Guys, understood?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Guys, very important, guys. Please be concentrate. Okay. Guys, if you are okay with tomorrow, if we take the class at 6 to 8, because of we don't know day after tomorrow. So tomorrow today is Tuesday, right? Tomorrow is a Wednesday. So day after tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm available or not on the Thursday. So if I start day after tomorrow, right? Tomorrow evening, definitely I will take the class on day after tomorrow. So shall I? So if I travel on morning on the Thursday, so we will not take the class, guys. So that's the reason, for safe reasons. So we will take 2 hours class tomorrow if you are okay with that, guys. So if you are okay, so we will take 2 hours class tomorrow. On Friday there is no class, guys. On Monday there is no class. So that's the reason I am taking a 2 hours class tomorrow to complete Terraform, and we will start the Ansible. Okay.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Yeah. So tomorrow we will start at 6 a.m., guys. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.